Would you believe there's a system of tunnels running underground in downtown Phoenix?
Yeah, they've been there actually for nearly a century, and they're the source of some serious lore, including whispers of a rendezvous between JFK and Marilyn Monroe.
ABC 15's Elizabeth Irwin's been exploring this murky underworld and is here to tell us more about Phoenix Underground.
Absolutely. If you've walked along the Central Corridor in Phoenix, there's a good chance you've stood right above part of that underground tunnel system. Tonight we're taking a closer look at the history and mystery of this hidden world. Imagine what it was like living in Phoenix in the roaring 20s, the small farm-based community transforming into a sophisticated city.
It had around 5,000 people, more in the winter times, just like today.
Business was booming downtown, with hotels popping up that you still see today.
The Hotel San Carlos probably has the most storied history of downtown.
But back then, buildings didn't have air conditioning, and keeping them cool in the Arizona desert took creativity.
So you would build a building, a rather large one, wherever it may be, and you would also start making small little tunnels that would work its way out from there, and then place fans to pull air in from there to cool it down the entire thing.
Tunnels, a network of them running underneath the city. But those passageways weren't just used for practical reasons for long.
Every city has an underground.
Phoenix was very good at keeping secrets.
That was all part of the, I guess you call it the underground life. And gambling was outlawed, see, in 1907 in Arizona.
Obviously, the 1920s also brought prohibition.
Historians say saloons and speakeasies made their way beneath city streets.
Some of the even more prominent hotels would have underground access to a gin joint or a speakeasy.
There was even a bowling alley built underground,
called the Gold Spot, which people can still see parts of up there on Central and Pierce.
Lit by glass tiles in the sidewalk, you can still see them here today, right across the street from the Westward Ho. It's an apartment building now, but back in the day, it was a hopping hotel for all the big names in Hollywood.
The only famous people that were movie stars that I met was Lee Marvin and Paul Newman.
Reynaldo Torres worked at the Westward Ho in the 60s as a maintenance worker.
Oh yeah, I know that place inside out.
He saw plenty of bigwigs, but missed out meeting JFK, seen here in his November 1961 visit to the Westward Ho.
And our experience this year in Arizona.
Kennedy's ties to the state will always be linked with another famous visitor. Marilyn Monroe frequently made trips to the Valley of the Sun. There's even a room named after her in the Hotel San Carlos.
It was, along with the Westward Ho, was the gathering point of many people.
Which brings us to one of the more interesting stories we've heard, that JFK and Miss Monroe used those underground tunnels to meet.
It's a good story.
JFK probably never did use those tunnels. Marilyn probably did. We really do have a rather romantic past that we don't really know all about.
But what about the present? Do any of these tunnels still exist?
Oh, yes.
Not only do they still exist, many are still being used today, like the tunnels underneath the jail.
Because of some of the sensational trials of the time, getting witnesses in and out, it was just overflowing with press and audience members that wanted to get in on the action.
There is even one claim, and it's neither affirmed or confirmed or denied or what, at the mayor's office, that there is a tunnel at the mayor's office that goes to some of the adjoining buildings.
An escape for city leaders or the stuff of legends, secrets of the city that fascinate us all.
There is a whole cult of people who want to go exploring in these tunnels.
And we reached out to Mayor Stanton's office to find out if he really does have a secret escape route. City workers tell me, as far as they know, those tunnels haven't been used in recent history. Now, as far as the JFK-Marilyn Monroe rendezvous, it seems highly unlikely. JFK was only in Phoenix twice. One of those times was November 17, 1961, and that day Miss Monroe was in Hollywood for a photo shoot. Now, you heard Marshall mention that people like to check out these underground tunnels. Well, we teamed up with a group to check them out for ourselves and see what else there is underground. They revealed an amazing world of art that not many people have seen before. Katie and Steve will show you and take you there tomorrow night at 10.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Meantime, the mayor might have said to you, well, he can't take your call. He's in the secret
Yep.
tunnel.
Yep.
Love that stuff.
Yeah, probably cooler in the secret tunnel, too.